Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Still waiting for one of the feeds to go live. There we go. We're live now. Okay, getting to preview a little hoop move here. Snake arms and the last two of our hooping hands belly dance moves. Hi there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are new here, if you are new here, welcome to the Hoop Love Y'all show, where I talk about health, humor, and hooping. And in this episode, I'm going to be talking about 4 power strategies of learning. So the theme of this episode is learn more. And this is part of the the last of the 4 parts of the Live, Love, Laugh, and Learn series. It's also part of the Hooping Hands series. There's 10 hooping hands that go with belly dance. It's just there are lots of things you can do with your hands, but these are 10 in particular that you can follow along with that are fun to do as either a dance move or as along with the hula hoop. And so we'll be talking about those 4 power learning strategies. We'll be doing a really fun laughter yoga exercise that is martial arts inspired, and it's a nice quick one that you can do with me. And then I'm also doing, for the hooping segment of the show, I'm doing a special request for a really cool dance move, which is called snake arms. So snake arms are really nice. I'm going to give you some really quick tips of how to get it quickly and gracefully. And this is a special request for my fab over 40 hoop community, who I posted a wrap winder hoop dance combo, and that is going strong and going gangbusters. That's over on my YouTube channel in the hoop tutorials, and completely free to watch. But everybody was having, well, I shouldn't say everybody, but some people were having and were requesting some help with the snake arms. So I'm going to give you some help with the snake arms, and I'm also going to give you the last 2, so number 9 and 10 of the Hoop Hands series. So without further ado, we shall get started. And so if you're new here, welcome. I really appreciate you being here. And if you are a long-time viewer, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And no matter what, if you are new here, I'm Shay Rippinger. I help wise-age women get happy, healthy, and more holistic with humor, heart, and hula hooping. So, and I've been blessed to teach thousands of people all across the world for over 3 decades now. So, and I am the founder of the Hoopla, which means I'm a professional hula hooper. This kind of stuff here with hula hooping. So I'm a professional hula hoop dancer, an instructor, hence why I teach on this show, and also a hoopsmith. Some of these on the wall here, yes, so I'm a professional hoopsmith as well. I'm also a certified laughter yoga leader, a professional cartoonist, columnist, and humorist. And I also have a background, I've been interested in living a more holistic life for many years now, and the reason being I've gone through many health challenges myself, and not only did I have to get through them, but I like to make sure that other people have, some good information and help, if I can help in any way to help other people through their situations to be able to live a happier, healthier, more laughing, holistic life. So, and part of that came from my interest started when I was working at our family health food store. And so I was put in charge of sports nutrition there because I was the only one that worked out. So I had to learn about things quickly, and I've learned about things over the years that have helped. So, all right, on with the show to learn more. And on that, we're going to be learning the 4 power strategies. Now, these are what I consider power strategies because they help me learn, and maybe they might be able to help you learn. So number 1 is to set your intent. So when you go into a learning situation, whether it be a classroom, a workshop, just reading a book and trying to learn lessons that you have to pass a test for, whatever the case may be, you want to set an intent to get in there and to what you want to get out of it. So, you might want to just learn this thing to pass the test. You might want to learn this thing to do better at your job. You might want to learn this thing to put these new tools in your toolbox of whatever knowledge you're learning. So this could be hooping, this could be your work situation, this could be the schooling that you're going for, whatever the case may be. But setting your intent is the first place to start. It is really helpful for all the rest. So the second thing is what I call aha or golden nuggets. So, some people call them your aha moments. When you go to workshops, they go, what was your aha moment from this? So, yeah, I had a great quote for this one that is, when you learn more, you can relate more. So, when you learn more, you can relate more. Yes, this is my quote. So, I'll have that down in the show notes in case you want to share that. But yes, when you learn more, you can relate more. You can have better conversations with people and all kinds of things. So there's lots of good reasons to learn. But when we're learning, a lot of times, maybe our intent is to learn all of it. Well, it's kind of like walking into, I use this equivalent of walking into a library. And yes, there are all of these books. But it might take you a lifetime to get through all of these books, to learn them all, unless you're a speed reader, or or go to the internet, and there's all this information out there. It's a lot. So why don't we take the things that we want to learn by setting our intent and getting the parts that are useful to us. So that might be your aha of what clicks in there for you. Maybe you've heard information over and over and over again, and finally something registers because you're ready to hear that information. Or what I call, a golden nugget. So when you go to a workshop, you come out of there with your personal golden nuggets. What is meaningful to you? So, what's meaningful to you might be different than for the person standing next to you or sitting next to you learning the same things. So, because, what's in our heart, what's in our bodies, what's in our brains, all of our experiences that we bring to the table, we garner something and gather something new for our particular needs. So you take what's useful to you, your personal golden nugget or nuggets, and use those and put those in your toolbox. So that was number 2. The third thing is to implement. So you can learn all you want, but if you don't implement any of the information, it does you no good. Case in point, I've taken many hoop workshops. The ones that I take my own advice and I actually write notes and review my notes, or how I recommend for my classes when I teach movement classes is to have a hoop notebook and to write down your version of the notes and do it in 5 minutes of the class of what you remembered and what you can retain. Those are your golden nuggets. And then to review those right away. So just go over them and review them quickly. And then actually I'm jumping ahead to that. That's the step 4 is to review and refine. But you want to implement those. So by taking those and practicing those, so let's say I did a new hoop move that is a spectacular combination of that I've done many workshops, and I pull this one combination and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing it right now. I'll have this in my toolbox. But if I don't implement it right away and put it into my hoop practice or dance or learning practice, or if I'm learning a new online skill, how to do YouTube better, how to do my shows better, whatever the case may be, if I don't implement that strategy right away, then it can get lost in the ethers. And that 4th strategy is to review and refine. So to go over your notes and then to take the things that are working for you, keep doing those. The things that aren't working for you, because maybe you learned something new and you try it and it's like, yeah, that's not my cup of tea, or it's not as useful to me as I thought it was. It's not the big, huge picture. And that's okay. So you don't have to use everything that you've ever learned, but and different things will come in at different times. So set your intent, get to your golden nugget or aha moments, and implement and review and refine. So on that note, I want to move over to the laughter yoga exercise, and this is it's a martial arts inspired exercise that is Tai Chi. I call it the Tai Chi Breath. So this is a new one, and So what we're going to be doing, you can do this standing or sitting, whatever works for you. And it's a fake it till you make it laugh. So on the inhale, you're going to be doing a nice big inhale in. And then on the exhale, you're going to big exhale out. So we're inhale, we're pulling that energy in and swooping this, like you're swooping in all this positive energy and inhaling it in and bringing it up into the lungs. Breathing in through the nose and then exhale and laugh and press it out. So we're inhaling it in and then laugh and express and press it out. Exhale, I should say. You can express too. Inhale it in. Last time, and then exhale and laugh it out. And at the end of laughter yoga exercises, we take our hands together because all these acupressure points are on our hands. We're going to activate them, and we're going to do this twice. We're going to take them together, clap, and say very good, yay, very good, yay, twice. Ready? Very good, yay, there's once. Very good, yay, there's twice. All right. So, and I forgot to mention at the top of the show, I try and dedicate my show each time. This particular show is dedicated, when I'm shooting the show, it is Memorial Day, and you may be watching this today, or you may be watching this whenever you're watching this, but I want to dedicate this to anybody who has served or is currently serving, and also to anybody who we have lost. So, as I was just mentioning on a quick little video, I used to not remember when Memorial Day was. Not remember when Memorial Day was because I have calendars and all that kind of stuff. But I would mix up Labor Day and Memorial Day weekend because they were, they bookended the summer. One started the summer, one ended the summer, and I couldn't quite remember which one was which. When my mom passed away, it was on Memorial Day weekend. So this was several years ago now, but now, of course, I remember Memorial Day. So I wanted to dedicate this particular show to anybody who served and anybody who you've lost a loved one, and let's just put a thought out for them of the good, beautiful energy to, thank and appreciate them in our thoughts and in our hearts. So, okay, that's the dedication. Alrighty, so we did our health, our humor, and now we're going to do our hooping. Now this is more of a dance move, so although I am going to be using the hula hoop, I'm going to start this out. First of all, I'm going to start out with the cool dance move that I teased a little bit earlier, which was snake arms. And again, this is a special request, and this special request, I hope the chair's not making too much noise. The special request was for snake arms, which is a belly dance inspired move. It's a belly dance move, and I put out a hoop tutorial called the wrap winder combination, and it looked like so. And a lot of people were having fun with it. The video took off and got very popular, and I'm very thankful. And I will put a link to that video in the comments into the show notes here, so you can go learn that more. I also covered that in one of my shows with that in more depth. But one of the essential elements for that, not just the shoulder wrap part, but the snake arms part of this. So what we're going to do is do the snake arms, and we're going to set down the hoop, and we're going to just work on just the snake arms. And then I'm going to give you the last two of the 10 hoop hands positions of what to do with your hands while hooping, or to know these cool hoop hands or dance hands positions to do while you're dancing. So, okay. And they're belly dance inspired as well. All right, so speaking of belly dance inspired, let's start with the snake arms. So with the snake arms, you're going to start with a good posture, because if you're just all slumped over, this is a really not great way to do snake arms. Okay, so I'm crunched over, I am cutting off my breathing supply here, I'm pooching out my belly, I'm sticking out my butt, and behind. That's not good dance posture. So what we want to do, roll the shoulders back, take a nice deep breath in, and then leave that chest lifted. You're going to pretend like you have a little string pulling the top of your head, and also give a little tiny pelvic tilt so that you pull the abdominal wall in and back towards the spine and give that a little bit of a pelvic tilt so that your spine is as straight as possible and in nice straight alignment. So you want to feel like you're lifting. Okay, so that's our basic good dance posture. So we want to start there, lift as tall as possible. I'm a short person, but you got to take up some space, be tall, and people think I'm taller, maybe because most of the time I remember my dance posture. You know, sometimes I'm slumped over too and all that kind of stuff, so sometimes you might see me and I might not be doing all the things I say I want to do, but I try my best at all the moments. So, all right, so nice dance posture. We're going to bring the arms out. Now what we're going to do is I'm just going to start with one arm. So I'm going to start with my right arm just to demonstrate. So start with your right arm. Hi, Sarah June. So thank you so much for commenting. Okay, so I'm not going to type in comments right now. I will go back after the show and type in comments because I want to keep the show moving and keep it on time. So what we're going to be doing is one arm's going to be going up and one arm's going to be going down. But we're just going to start with our first right arm. So our first right arm, like you have more right arms. If you're an octopus, sure. All right, so what we're doing is we are taking the elbow and we are lifting with the elbow, and we're just using this little tiny space here. So we're not going all the way up and all the way down, all the way up and all the way down, because this is going to throw your shoulder out, and we don't want to do that. So, and we don't want to tilt with this either. This is an upright body posture with that dance posture. So you're going to lead with the elbow up, lead with the elbow down, lead with the elbow up, and lead with the elbow down. When I mean by lead with the elbow, as if somebody's pulling up my elbow or my shirt here, and they're pulling the elbow up and then pulling the elbow down. Now at first, you're going to be wanting to do this, and your hands are going to be swimming forward like you're flagging planes, okay? So we're not doing this. We're trying to keep in what we in hooping call wall plane. So wall plane is if you went up to a wall and you stuck your nose up against it, you would be against the wall. So this is wall plane, all right? This is wheel plane. Wall plane. Okay, so we're in wall plane. We have our arms out in wall plane. So it's as in this particular snake arm smooths, you can think of this as having a wall in front of you and a wall behind you. And so you're in this really tiny, like, hallway, if you will. And the arm has to go up and down in this alignment. So you're not taking this out, it's not floating all over, it's coming down and coming up, coming down and coming up. Notice that my arm is not going all the way in this pattern here, but my elbow is doing this little range of motion right here. Up, down, up, down. Okay, now that you have the elbow concept, what we're going to be doing is letting the rest of the hand, this is kind of the tricky part to make it look elegant and to extend out your lines. So we do what I call cheating belly dance hands, which makes it nice and fast and easy. So we're going to take as if you're meditating. So take the thumb and the middle finger. So this is what I call using the middle finger for good. As if you're meditating, you're going to slide the thumb down the middle finger, and then you're going to flip this over. Keep the fingers glued together, and you have what I call cheating belly dance hands. Now keep extending out those fingers, and you can use this for a variety of things, and it helps you, you know, either get these claw-like dance hands, or as we call it in hooping, T-Rexing. So we're kind of doing this. I'm over-exaggerating, of course, but if you look at a lot of hoop pictures, you might be doing that. So we all do it at some point. Some of us more than others. But especially when we're learning something, we're not in the particulars of each and every little detail element when you're trying to learn a hoop move. Okay, so extending out that right arm, elbow leads up, elbow leads down. Now we're going to take that cheating belly dance hand and so this is going to be a nice long line. And your arms may get tired trying this. This is going to happen. So because you're using all these muscles, this should be a long extension, and you should be elbow leads up, elbow leads down. Now what's going to happen is the wrist and the hand are going to float, but the elbow is leading. So the elbow leads, the hand follows. The elbow leads, the hand follows. So as it gets up here, then this is going to flip. As the elbow flips, it's going to float down. So you're going to float this up, float it down, float it up, float it down. Now that this arm is really tired, we're going to try first of all, shaking that out. And then we're going to try the left one. Okay, so if you start with the left, then do the other side. So do the right side. So if you're just looking at the video, sometimes you want to do it and do it facing. So whichever arm you didn't work, we're working on that one now. So same thing, nice tall, solid dance posture, all nice and tall. Roll the shoulders back, arms long, cheating belly dance hands, and the elbow's going to lead up. Elbow's going to lead down. So I'm tired. Just scratching. All good. Okay, so I'm reading a comment here. Sarah June said, I am tired, Shay. Just subscribe to your channel. Thank you so much. I'm excited to learn more from you again. I'm ordering a new hoop soon. Keep on the good work. Yes. All right. So, alrighty. Thank you so much. Okay, so back to the snake arms. So nice and tall. Elbow leads up. Elbow leads down. Elbow leads up. Elbow leads down. Again, remember that it's as if you have a wall in front and a wall in back, so that you can only use a short range of motion. So small, small, small range of motion. Elbow leads up, elbow leads down. Elbow leads up, hand floats up, elbow leads down, hand floats down. Elbow leads up, hand floats up, elbow leads down, hand floats down. So now we're putting this all together. So I told you I'd take you in baby steps along the process and that we'd be making this look graceful. At first, this is not going to feel graceful until you practice it. That's okay. But most likely, it will be more graceful than you think it is. So evidence to that, try practicing in a mirror, and then also try taking video of yourself doing this so that you can see what it looks like. And because what it feels like in your head and your brain and your body, until this becomes muscle memory and it feels really good because you know it looks really good, it's going to not feel and look like all of those things in your brain mostly. So I want you to practice this. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add the right to the left. One's going to be doing one thing, one's going to follow. So one's going to lead, one's going to follow. Okay, so we're going to start with the right for this purpose here, and we're going to lead that elbow up. So right elbow comes up. Now as that right elbow pivots to turn and float down, that left elbow is going to float up. Again, small range of motion. And as that left elbow flips to lead down, the right flips and leads up. So one arm leads down, the other arm leads up. So we're doing this nice and slowly. Do not adjust your settings. Or actually, you can watch a YouTube video and slow down the settings if you want. So if you want to see something in slow motion, there are settings to help you do this. So one elbow is leading up, one elbow is leading down. Remember our cheating belly dance hands so that you have that line finished and extended. So again, when you're doing this, float, float. So the only thing, so you almost don't even see the other side of my body if I'm in total alignment. So you don't see me doing this. If you see me doing this, I'm not doing it correctly for snake arms. It's a different, there's no wrong moves in hooping, what I say. There are many belly dancers who would attest there are wrong moves in belly dance, but I'm not being a particular stickler on the belly dance perfection, and there are lots of variations to this. I'm just teaching you how I teach it, how I've this is accumulation of how I've learned it and what makes sense to me. So hopefully this helps you out to get this belly dance flow. And if you wanted to do the wrap winder, just so I show you that again, you wrap and then float with the snake arms out. Wrap, float with the snake arms out. Wrap, float with the snake arms out. Wrap, float with the snake arms out. And of course there's that tutorial, and I'll put a link in the description. Okay, so that was the quick special request snake arms tutorial that I wanted to show you. Now I'm going to show you the last of our 10 hoop hands series. So hoop hands are things that you can do with your hands. They're 10 belly dance inspired hooping hands that you can use as either verbatim or as a jumping off point to do different cool things with your hands while hooping. And this is really helpful for on-body hooping. Let me demonstrate. So getting these positions, are very helpful for doing on body. You can also do off body work. Let's see if I can do this in getting this. Oh, there we go. My chair position is not going to allow me to do this with this size hoop right here because my chair needs to be over there for that. But anyway, I'm going to, ouch. Hooping is not without injury sometimes, so you want to do the best you can, but give yourself some slack, a little break, and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, so the last two of our 10 positions are going to be, I'm going to set the hoop down for just a moment, is going to be out. So it's an arm circle out with the palms out. And again, nice tall posture. And then simply bringing this into the chest to a heart prayer. So prayer heart position. So arm circle and prayer heart. So nice and easy. And you want to keep this arm circle nice and big and extended. So really stretch the arms out. You don't have to concave the body in, but just lift nice and tall in the spine here. And this makes a nice, elegant hooping position. And then this is also a great hooping position as well. So things to do with your hands besides what we call T-Rexing. So T-Rexing is when we're hooping and we've got everything crunched up, and that doesn't look all that great. So, but when you have these nice positions, they're nice to do. Okay, so I'm going to do a real quick review of the 10 hooping hands positions. So we had position number 1, position number 2, position number 3. I'm going to move my chair so you can actually see this in the camera. All right, so I can get a little further away. And the arms of the chair. Yeah, it sort of wants to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whee! 7. Let's see here. I think I missed one. Oh, yes. 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. So, again, with those 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll just do the hand position. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So, you can do that with waist hooping, so with on-body work or off-body, it's mainly on-body work. So with the first couple positions, you can do that, well, the first position you can do that prayer hands, overhead prayer hands. You can do this while doing all kinds of other things. And then with this, the second that you bring in, you can also do the reverse prayer hands or lotus position. It's a little bit challenging to do, but because the hands are together, you can sort of get this wrapping around the wrists if you like. So, or you could just take this in complete reverse prayer if the belly dance hands are a little too much. So those are the 10 hand positions that are a lot of fun to do, and will add some beautiful elegance to your hoop dancing, or can if you want to do them, and just give you some more variety and some ways to do something beautiful and extend your lines while hooping. So, all right, let's do the nutshell recap. And that is, we did 4 things. We learned 4 power strategies of learning strategies. One was to set your intent. The second was to get the aha or golden nuggets out of what you want to be learning. And 3 was to implement the things that you're learning right away. And also 4, in conjunction with that implement, is to review and refine based on your needs when you're learning something. So whether it be the hoop, a workshop, a course, whatever you're learning. So try those power strategies, and they will help you retain that information. Not just learn it the first time, but retain that information. Okay, and then we learned the laughter yoga, Tai Chi, so the martial arts inspired Tai Chi breath, which was inhaling it in, bringing that energy in, and then exhale and laughing it out, and inhaling it in, and then exhale and laughing it out, and then the third thing, which of our health, humor, and hooping, we did the snake arms, and then we did the last of our hooping hands series, which was position 9 and 10. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. So the arm circle position, and then the heart, prayer heart. So that is, we covered a lot in the show. I try and cover a lot in these shows all the time. So definitely catch these shows. I will, again, put the links in the show description so that you have this information and you can follow up with watching, like, for instance, the wrap winder video or the other 3 the first, second, and third episodes in this series, and this one is the 4th of those episodes of the Live, Love, Laugh, and Learn series. So you can learn how to live more, how to love more, how to laugh more, and how to learn more. Yep, all of those. So yeah, alrighty. So I really appreciate you watching, and what I would really like you to do now, but if you haven't already, comment on the video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit the thumbs up. And also, when you subscribe to either my Facebook page or my YouTube channel, I have lofty YouTube goals, and I'm trying to grow and improve and get better in all of these capabilities. Please hit the notifications bell on so that you know when I go live or when I produce a new video, so you can get all this great information that I put out. And I try and put out good stuff on a weekly basis and even more than once. So I will be having cool dance hoop tutorials, hooping tutorials, dance tutorials, all kinds of the good stuff. So, and then comment, thumbs up, share. Sharing is caring. So when you share these videos, and tag somebody in your post and share them on different platforms of social media. I really appreciate that. It helps it's not just about promoting me, but it's what I'm doing this for. You know, I do these shows for free. If you want to donate, I would love for you to donate. I now have buttons in there that you can donate and help further the cause of teaching. But my point is to try and get help out to people and get useful information to help you live a happier, healthier, more humorous life, more laughter-filled. So when you live well, you laugh more. That's what I'm all about. So, alrighty. So thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate you being here. Thumbs up, commenting, subscribing, doing all that kind of good stuff. So I will catch you on the next video series. I've got a really cool series coming up. I think you're going to enjoy it. It's a neat series. And I've got a really neat online class, Hula Hooping 101. So if you are brand new to hooping, or if you want to get some of those great foundational moves, this is going to be the course for you. So it's an online course, but we're going to be doing one iteration of it live, so you can catch it live, or you can catch however you like. So it's going to be a really great one. And even if you are already adept at hooping, you might want to catch the Hula Hooping 101, because it not only has good foundational things, but I'll give you some little next level strategies of how to up your hooping with different things, because I have been used to teaching in my classes multi-levels, so all levels are welcome, but I never want to have a beginner feel left in the dust or an advanced person feel bored. So I've got to cover the whole spectrum of things. So in the Hula Hooping 101, I promise I will not leave you in the dust. You will get all the good fundamentals, but you'll also get some good fundamentals to build on some really cool things that'll get you up and up and up and up. So, alrighty. So I'm excited about that, and maybe you should be too. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. Rock on, peace out. I will see you on the next show. Bye.